Alright, guys. I'm gonna do the unthinkable this time and watch my own video about when Alex Jones got banned. I was reacting pretty much live because, look, banned 1 hour ago. It's kind of crazy. So I had something to say for 30 minutes? That's crazy. Obviously, I didn't have the I was like, what was I even filming with? With a fucking phone? Excuse me? I don't even know, man. I mean, my quality was in the toilet compared to now, but it's still in the toilet compared to most other people. But maybe the message is actually good enough. And I enjoy doing these things, so you gotta do what you enjoy and ignore the rest. Ignore that you're like losing competition or whatever. This is gonna be a very complicated thing, so potentially we need to pull this shit off and make a bullet point list. Maybe? Well, let's try. The first concern and immediate concern is, wow, you took so long to attack Alex Jones. Obviously, we're talking about now the government powers realizing, oh, we can just squeeze this random man out of all of his money, technically, like all of it. And not even that, like, we can raise the ceiling of how much money we can squeeze out of him into the maximum. So no matter how much this person earns, fucking $10 billion, we'll take all of it, basically. You're basically screwed. You basically now can't participate in society without being screwed by the government. It's kind of an assassination of a person, I would say. And what did he do? What did Alex Jones do? Said something that some people were offended by because it's a very sensitive subject. Oh, oops. That's what it takes these days, man. So even the government just jumps in, and it's like, well, give us your money now. I found a reason to take your money away. Oh, really, dude? Mm-hmm. But if you don't find a good reason, then you're basically assaulting a person. Alright? Come up with better rules, government. Back off. Come up with something better than this shit. Okay? But at this point, it's like, I guess Alex Jones had it coming, and essentially, maybe in 8 years, Andrew Tate is gonna get attacked by the government eventually. Just government needs like 8 years to prepare or something. That's how I feel. The length it took for the government to respond to this shit. I don't know if I'm even allowed to say to reference the topic here. I assume it was school shooting, as it normally is, and saying that school shootings are like staged is kind of a fucking weird thing to do, but it shouldn't steal your soul, you know? It shouldn't impact your entire career. But, usually what happens if we can attack someone, we're gonna do it full force. No questions asked. And with such full force that it doesn't even seem thoughtful whatsoever. Like, do you know how much stuff you can do with $1 billion? Do you know how many lives you can save with $1 billion? Probably more than have been lost. And children's lives have been lost. So technically they're not as valuable as like grown up people who already set up their lives, live their lives, and have an experience of some kind. Children can still be manipulated into ruining their lives, basically, and being terrible people in general. It's still their choice, technically, but, they're much more susceptible to cults and losing their consent and being traumatized and all this fucking nonsense. So, they're not as valuable as adults, but the government doesn't care about that, I mean, now killing a baby's murder, technically, probably for life. No, nobody cares about the details, It's just a fucking baby, okay? It didn't accumulate any value. It didn't establish connections and relationships. No one is, losing anything. So the same goes with the child. They're not connected to the rest of society. Losing a child, not a big fucking deal, unfortunately. Yes, raising a child requires resources. You have to take care of the child, care for the child. The parent is connected to the child, but nobody else really is. And I don't see what the fucking big deal is to lose a child when there's, wars going on and adults are losing their lives, real fucking big people are losing their lives. Alright? We don't care about that, right? We just care about school shootings. Because we only care about things that are close to us and scare the shit out of us. And you should fucking care about that, but you should care way more of the potential dangers, the real potential dangers that are devastating, apocalyptical dangers. Even the loss of morality and spread of stupidity is an apocalyptical fucking danger that I'm trying to avoid, just by talking spreading my opinion as far as I can reach to 5 other people, Good enough for me, man. So the real question is, why would free speech become expensive speech? Why is that? Did Alex Jones did an advertisement or a competition of who can kill most children? I don't know, dude. And even if he did, nobody would probably reasonable would respond, and he would actually do a good thing exposing people who want to kill children. Yeah, that's crazy. Asking to kill children sometimes is a good thing. Yeah. But what if people get away with killing children before we can actually stop them? Fuck it! I actually love this shit. Expose people by allowing them to do bad things and then fucking annihilating these fucking people. Alright? We have to do that. Otherwise, we can't get rid of bad people. They're gonna root, sprouse, fucking do bad things throughout their entire lifetime. If we can't fucking expose how stupid they are and that they are in fact willing to kill people. If we can't fucking do that, if we're not courageous in doing that, holy fucking shit, you deserve this destruction and fucking famine, dude. The government is gonna collapse. I assure you of that shit. And I'll take what I can get, man, from your collapsed fucking corpse. I'll take your swords and fucking coins and go on my adventure. 'Cause yours is over. So allowing people to be evil is a good thing. Meaning that free speech is always allowed, because it doesn't do any sort of violence. It's impossible to do violence with free speech, no matter what you fucking say. It's impossible. Again, even saying I have an army of people, go kill people now. Still not evil. He just said things. He didn't do anything himself. He has an army of people, of evil people who are allowed to be manipulated, who will do bad things for him. Those people are so many times more evil. And they have to be eliminated. They have to be fought against. We have to accept that fucking reality at this point. So the moment you try to remove free speech, the real question is, what the fuck happens then, dude? Oh boy. Oh boy! a lot more bad things gonna happen, aren't? Don't you fucking realize that now? When you not allow something that is not evil, then a lot more evil things are gonna happen instead. It's just very simple. Okay. Oh, you think time is of the essence, and time is gonna heal the evil people. As long as we, spread good vibes to them, we're gonna change their minds. We're not trying to do that, because to change minds, we also need free speech. If we don't have that, fuck you shit. The good vibes are actually the ability to have freedom. The best and the most not toxic vibes is to have freedom to be able to fucking run away from the bad people, stay with the good people, say whatever the fuck you want to the bad people, say whatever you want in general to feel free so you're not fucking torn apart inside. You can have free expression of whatever you feel. Alright? Is that fucking simple? Also, by limiting free speech, we kind of, stop ourselves from defending ourselves at this point. We can't defend ourselves from even just, if we limit our free speech, sometimes warning people of what's gonna happen, the bad things that could potentially happen. Just like Alex Jones says, this could be staged. The government could be fucking with us the whole way through, trying to manipulate us to the core. That's his message. And I fucking respect this message. I don't have to believe in this message. I need more proof to believe in anything. But I will respect messages like that because I don't like government right now, despite that it keeps me alive. I guess I should worship the government right now because it's the only entity that actually cares about me. So I'm actually quite torn of what to do in this situation. I want to attack the government so it becomes stronger. That's my real intention, which is the weirdest thing ever, right? But if the government consumes me, that would feel really bad for me. I'm just saying. It almost has the rights to, because it's the only thing that keeps me alive and my mom alive. So I guess I will sacrifice myself in the sake of the government. I won't feel that bad. That's a problem. But if the government is gonna steal Alex Jones' money, I'm not sure if the government is keeping me alive anymore. I think Alex Jones' money is keeping me alive. So fuck you, government. You deserve to be fucking roasted as hard as you can. Cause I can't trust you anymore if you take people's money like that. For bad reasons. I'm sorry, government. You got a lot of explaining to do. Holy shit, man. And you do not control me anymore. Simply because of this fact. Which feels very good to be liberated again. Government can do as many good things as possible, but the bad things are gonna outweigh the good. Most of the time, unfortunately. But then you look at this sentence and you're like, wait, but the government gave Alex Jones money to me. One way or the other, I'm disconnected from US government, but it is what it is. Government, in general, as a concept, wants to distribute wealth, which, So again, I'm torn. Alex Jones would have kept this money and gave it to his children, or just buy a house, which is very expensive to do. You shouldn't do that. No. So, I don't know which side to actually support right now. All I know is free speech is pretty important, and it shouldn't punish people for it. But taking money away from not respected people, it's fair, Just don't turn them into a constant slave where they cannot actually earn money, or they're not motivated to earn money in the first place. By the way, there's a system of taxation in the first place, so just, tax Alex Jones a little bit more, based on his, unstable behavior. He didn't really commit any crimes. He's just like an unstable person spitting out garbage that most people don't like. It's fine. Just tax him more. Still keep the incentive for him to work, because you will not get as much money to repay. But the problem is, fuck government. The government is not giving me money from Alex Jones. The government giving money to the victims. Oh, congratulations, Oh, congratulations. Wait for it. Yeah. Here you go. Not me, I guess. Not me. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, wait. You want to give money to the victims. It's actually a lot more fair if the government, it's like, well, you say offensive things, Alex Jones, we're gonna tune it up a little bit, the tax that you have to pay, because we don't like you here. You can move, you don't want to pay taxes here, you can move somewhere else. But then the government is gonna give all that money to the victims? Are you fucking kidding me? Everyone's a victim if they impacted a bit with misinformation. Everyone's a fucking victim. So just take the money and use it for something useful, government. Use your fucking brain at least. That would be fucking amazing. Fucking buy a few brains. Because the government has a lack of that right now. I'm sure you can buy that. I'm sure it's not that difficult. Just to, buy a smartphone that has internet connection. Wow. And now you're connected to a bunch of brains talking to you. And download TikTok. I would exalt people in an island if they work for the government and they don't have TikTok. And they don't watch it on free time. If you don't do that, exalt it, dude. That's what would happen if I had the power, dude. Why? Because it's so fucking valuable. I mean, if you have nothing better to do, it's a fucking idea generator. Don't go to Twitter. Twitter is a fucking cesspool of idea generator. It doesn't generate anything. You actually have to spend time and read and try to understand what the person meant without proof of work. On TikTok, you have proof of work immediately. There's no fucking reason not to use TikTok instead of Twitter, meaning that whatever Donald Trump was doing still wasn't good enough, and he would be also exalted, like the rest of the government. Basically meaning that the entirety of government doesn't actually exist. They already are exalted because they don't fucking know what internet is still. To this fucking day, dude. They don't know how to fucking use it yet. But it's okay. I'm using my free speech to let the government know that they're now outcasted, and they have absolutely no power besides guns, military, bullshit. Money? None of this matters to me, man. I just want to live a happy life. And if you cannot fucking take that away from me fast enough, which is still not happening because I'm not popular enough to be banned right now or be R-worded by the government, bent over and can I say deep-throated? I might not be able to say the R word, but I can say deep-throated by the government. Or double-penetrated. That's a good one. Without my consent. Here you go. That's a good one. Double the fun. I don't have a second hole. I'm not a woman, unfortunately. Or, I guess you do have a second hole when you identify as a woman, right? You can also make babies when you identify as a woman. You can also produce heat when you identify as a son. And you can run as fast as a car if you identify as a car. Definitions don't fucking matter because you can do whatever you want in this life. I can identify myself as a god. And because I am a god, unfortunately, I don't have to identify myself. I have just enough power to be God. Because, everyone's scared. Everyone's like, ban this fucking person. He's God. I want to be God. if people wouldn't want to ban me so much, how is it fair to say that I'm not God? You know, everyone's so fucking scared on the internet of my existence and my opinions. How am I not God right now? How am I? Oh, because I can manipulate them? I don't need to. I have my entire world inside of my head. I can say anything to myself as I want. Everyone else can do the same thing. Everyone else is their own gods, technically, from their own perspective. But the reason why I am God is because nobody fucking challenged me to think otherwise, unfortunately. Nobody used their free speech to make me think otherwise. So I can think of as highly of myself as I fucking want. You know, it's that easy. Yes, I'm a little bit insecure that I'm lucky to be alive, but at the same time, I'm lucky to be alive in general as everyone else. Nobody created themselves. Nobody chose their own name and gender and all those pesky little personality traits or whatever you're born with. You just have them. You have to fucking deal with it and do the best thing you can. And if you want to lie about it, fine. Identify yourself as a floor that I walk on, but not as a god anymore. Just fuck that shit. I'll take that away from you. In fact, I do realize now, you're probably watching the most influential video, part 5, and I couldn't help myself but find myself in this place and say the most unbelievable things. Not toxic, the most unbelievable things that take a long time to figure out. How the fuck does this fucking work, man? What's up with Alex Jones? Influence part 5, boys. I can't help myself. So yeah, I'll watch my own video. I'll suck it up myself. I don't like Alex Jones that much, but he's as close as someone can get to 1100, which is what's required right now to rule YouTube Rewind this year. My YouTube Rewind. But it's gonna be mine forever, because, you know, you can't steal my soul and put it somewhere else. It's gonna be mine. So, you can only decide whether my YouTube Rewind is good enough to be worshipped by the public, and it's gonna be the official YouTube Rewind for the rest of YouTube's existence, for as long as I want to make it, and all that. That's the decision. But, you know, I also am open-minded, and I want to compete with other people. A little bit. Not too much. Maybe I don't want to compete, actually. Stop it. Stop making your own rewinds. Come on, man. No, I do want to compete because I know I will win. I mean, I spend my entire fucking life purpose doing this thing. There's no way you can actually spend more hours than I did. It's impossible. Yes, you can look fluffier and funnier, and you can even steal my ideas. But you can't beat me in a long-term battle. Nah-uh. Because I have more resources, and I know how to spend them, and I'm very much determined to keep it that way. Yeah, unless something changes, but, you know, changing someone's mind, someone's determination, someone's goal of life, very difficult thing to do. You have to present them with something even better. Alright? You gotta give me something way better. You gotta give me that button that turns me into a billionaire and I can do whatever I want. And but in exchange, I have to forget about YouTube Rewind. Maybe I would press that button. But I don't know what kind of insane person would be able to provide me that. You know? Like, actually, yeah, it is very interesting. But, okay, so instead of going too deep into darkness, I think I've said most of the things that I wanted to. Still, we're talking about like $1 billion. Alex Jones is like worth 140 million, I think. So we could say 150 million if he earns 10 more million somehow and has to give it all all up to the government. 100% tax. Very funny. Or you go to jail. For talking, man. What was your crime? I just did some nonsense. I just came up with a conspiracy theory. Oh, is that it? That's literally... Everyone's doing that all the time. Why isn't science... The entirety community of science isn't offended by flat Earth? Oh wait, they are. They removed it. Okay. But why is this different? Why is this so fucking different? Oh, because families are grieving for dead people. Just resurrect those dead people. I don't know, man. Do something. There's so many things you can do, and you would think like, oh, I can't resurrect dead people. You kinda can. Just like you can impersonate other people, you can lie to other people, you can pretend to yourself. Resurrection isn't that fucking big of a deal. I mean, probably Alex Jones would just settle down. Okay, you want $1 million, take your fucking $1 million and shut the fuck up about it. But no, the government now steps in. We want a fucking $1 billion. Actually, almost $1 trillion. Because, you know, the law says that we calculating math is very smart. I'm very not corrupt in any way possible. I did very intelligent math and I thought about all these moral problems. I solved everything. I'm a fucking genius. It's actually $1 trillion, something you can't possibly afford. And it just triggered me so fucking much. It's like, come on, man. Don't say it. Don't try to look stupid, more stupid than Alex Jones. It's a hard thing to do to look more stupid than Alex Jones, but I mean, the entirety of government just kind of did it. You know? You can't ask a person to give what they cannot afford for a crime that doesn't even make sense. Alright? Just because some people got offended. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yes, like, emotional damage is, something to be concerned about, but you can't stop the person who did the damage. You just can't. How are you gonna stop him? With guns and things, you're gonna ban him from society? But you're gonna be the evil one by doing that. You know? All he did was set things. But now you have to, like, pull out your fucking power-creeped weapons of mass destruction and point it at that loser who, well, not a loser because he just figured out how to summon a dragon with his words, with his shouts. So technically, Alex Jones deserves all the respect because he's that fucking powerful to get the ultimate banhammer of the government. He should have ran a long time ago to somewhere else, because clearly US doesn't fucking like him that much. I mean, that's the best that he could have done. And yes, it would compromise his job technically, because he would have to rethink everything, but I think that's worth it. I think even I would like that. If Alex Jones tried something new for a change, that would be fantastic. So now I'm gonna jump in and consume a bunch of content concerning this issue. Now I'm gonna give you more details. But yeah, the main conclusion, if you stop here, all you have to take away: free speech can't possibly be dangerous. It's way more dangerous to suppress free speech and allow people to talk with actions instead. Way more dangerous. Okay? Because yes, a person is provoking someone, but now you have a group of people that you're gonna be really concentrating onto, who receive this message to do evil things. Alright? The messenger is not the fucking evil one. Is, what do you do? How do you react to a message that just says, if you don't kill your mother, we're gonna disconnect you from the internet for the rest of your life. What do you do? What do you do if you receive this message? Do you actually commit the evil act? Or you just, live on with your life, try to ignore it as best as you can, no matter what happens next, What do you do? Those are the most important moral decisions that people have to make. And again, when you make a public announcement to attack a group of people of some kind, just see what fucking happens. And punish those people, and don't punish the messenger who just tried the power of his voice. Alright? He earned it. Alex Jones fucking earned it. And that is true for every single influencer. They earned to say whatever the fuck they want. And there's nothing that you can do about it. Okay? There are people who care what celebrities have to say, or influencers. And there's nothing you can do about it. They will say it anyways. So what the fuck are you gonna do? You can't stop the person who's gonna say things, but you can at least be concerned of who these people are who are receiving the message and potentially gonna do the harm. Alright? You gotta be concerned about that shit. Because if you try to shoot the messenger, now we actually have the right to shoot fucking back, to start war! Are you fucking crazy? Are you fucking crazy? That's what happens when you ruin free speech. War happens! Straight up, dude! So I propose, keep attacking free speech without causing war challenge. I want to be proven wrong by the government. I can't wait, dude. Most of the wars, still, not gonna be violent wars. Alright? When the war becomes violent, it's a stupid war. It's not necessarily a real war anymore. Okay? But, if you really tune in and think, what is the smartest war possible, it's not gonna be violent whatsoever. You're gonna lose things that you can't control anymore. Alright? You're just like, oh, I forgot a password to my Facebook account. Gone! Your Facebook account, not yours anymore. You forgot very important information that gives you access to your account. Gone! Not yours! Alright? That's how war works. On the internet. Not yours, bitch. And so we found a principle number 60. Number 60. That there is no such thing as violent war. Because it's a stupid thing to pretend that it exists, dude. The moment you consent to a violent war, you're a piece of garbage. Alright? You deserve violence for sure, You're not now part of that violent war. You might as well be dead at this point. Because now you're playing with your life. Congratulations. I should play this again. Congratulations. Pretend that you need violence. Do not pretend that that's the case. You just need to set up rules, set up a battlefield where competition is king, but violence not allowed. It's very simple. And people will still be able to win that competition, that war, technically, without violence, unfortunately. So I'm all for it. Attack free as much as you want. It's just governments retaliating right now because they're realizing we're outcast and the only thing we know is something from 8 years ago. Wakey, wakey, government. Also, give me money, government. I just kind of want it right now. You suck it up to me already, so why not go all the way and fund my operation? Make me more attractive to women. That would be useful. so I could buy pictures, you know. I could set up my own OnlyFans. Only Gurnext, I will call it. Very nice. Alright, so let's dive in. I've said my piece. Also, it's important to know that you should be allowed to have guns to be able to stop violence. Alright? Violence has to be stopped with violence, unfortunately. As heartbreaking as it is. Often enough, okay? Violence can only be stopped with violence. If someone comes up in your property uninvited with a gun, now you have a chance to shoot him, because he just committed the most violent thing possible. Came up with the ability to cause violence to you. You know, to your property. No, not gonna happen. You can only go to other people's properties if you take the risk of being shot at. If you're not being liked, you know. I take the risk. I got banned on other people's Discords. They don't like me. Fine, dude. You have the power. You have the guns. But you have to appreciate what you have. And if those people who ban me say that they don't like guns, I don't know what you just used to quick shot me, quick snipe me, no scope, man. I hope you did 360 no scope. Because at least that's a little bit of skill in there involved. But if this keeps happening on multiple Discords non-stop, man, I don't have faith in Discord that anyone else makes, basically, except for my own server. So I will win eventually, okay? I will win this battle, where my Discord is the only place where you can actually share your opinion and not get completely annihilated for trying to do so, you know? Because, again, it's still very dangerous to express your opinion to the right, to the left, to whatever fucking community believes and worships a certain type of opinion. It's very dangerous. They're gonna fucking try and stop you, man. And that is not moral whatsoever, unfortunately. You gotta reconsider that behavior a little bit. And stop using guns when you're not being attacked. Okay, if someone does come up to you without guns into your property and you do use guns, now you're viable for committing a crime because the person couldn't possibly do any damage whatsoever, dude. Couldn't. It's possible that he's gonna pick up a rock and start smashing things. Then you probably can call the police and get him arrested still. You shouldn't need to use a gun, unfortunately. You shouldn't. As long as you know the other person does not have it. You know, so they can't actually cause too much harm. They will have to repay for all the damages and they're gonna go to jail. It's very simple stuff, man. But it takes courage to start understanding these things, to start to stand up for yourself, and then you realize how much you really know. I have been trying to do that, and that's why I've been able to stack and stack this skill that I need to be able to talk my piece. It's not easy, man. 4 years ago, I was still pretty decent, dude, but my quality was trash. So, let's investigate now what I said for 30 minutes about Alex Jones when he got banned. Also, it's a principle. The gun principle is also a principle that we definitely need to know. All of us, basically. 61 voice. Again, spreading my opinion is not saying that I'm carrying a gun and I will shoot people and I will eliminate people. I didn't said that ever in Discord, so why would I get sniped in the face? Without explanation, that's what sniping is. Most of the people want to do that, so they don't have to explain anything. Alright. Well, I see you from a miles away, and I want to press that button right now. Oops. Well, Alex Jones got banned from a way bigger platform. Well, he's a fucking whale himself, in every meaning of that word. So Let's see what I think about it, now that I actually experienced 5 bands of my own. And I've experienced plenty of rejection, but this doesn't even compare to the immoral behavior that other men did to me. Yes, there was an instance where there was a woman committing that shit, but a man supported her, alright? And that's where I draw the line to where, like, okay, you supported her, it's your fault then. Alright, so the woman didn't commit a ban against me ever, and I wouldn't even expect that to happen. I think the woman that banned me from Antoinum's Discord was a respectable person. But everyone else, including Antoinum himself, total fucking garbage and trash, doesn't deserve any respect whatsoever, and the greatest mystery that Antoinum has to figure out is why Minecraft is not broken yet in the first place. You know, the biggest breaking of Minecraft didn't actually happen, meaning that nobody actually created a better Minecraft. I wonder why. I was so close. You know, maybe I just needed a little bit of a support and funding from that stupid ant dude. And it would have happened. A better Minecraft would have been created. You never know. You never know what would have happened if I was respected properly. But I'm okay. Every single time I'm disrespected, I just find something way more valuable to do instead. So thank you guys for throwing trash at me because you were in the middle of trash yourselves. And I should have just turned around and find something better to do, which I did. So thank you very much for that shit.
That was badass.
Gatekeeper of content, boys. So, it's probably not linked properly. Alex Johnson introduced me to Stefan Molyneux. Oh, okay. What else are you linked then? Okay, that's fair then. I have done my work, and he has 160 link points. Nothing too crazy, but probably higher than average. Alright, let's continue. I mean, now Alex Jones is just going insane at this point. In this video specifically that I watched, the very beginning, he's like, I shot the children. He's not trying anymore, which is a little bit disappointing, but, you know, I still believe he deserves a little bit of respect. Not right now, because he's not gonna reach top 100, so don't really care that much. I'm just gonna report on the news and move on. But the message that I've got, the fact that it is the most influential video part 5, I mean, that is impressive. I'll tell you that this much. Lost their 6-year-old son. Oh no. One person can live with 1 million their entire lives in a decent place, not in a fucking super rich, expensive place that you don't need to live at and get your money ripped off. With 1 million, I mean, any Indian would be the happiest person and create the biggest and happiest family of all time. So why does this fucking kid's parents get 45 million? Which has been inflated to infinity, by the way. So I'm not exactly sure what's up, but this is 1 month ago, so I don't know. Even 45 million is insanity, dude. Cause Alex Jones didn't kill the fucking child to begin with. But even if he did, and he admits that he did, you know, he wants to see what the fuck happens now. Now that he admitted it, he did somehow. Because, this doesn't make sense, you know? I can still defend Alex Jones even if he's going insane on this one. It's that fucking easy because government has went off the cliff of insanity, man. Beyond insane. Now self-destructively insane. Orders to pay, dude. Oh boy. Again, I would be up for it if government just dials up the taxes of immoral people, of people that majority of other people don't like. You know, pay higher taxes because you have to deal with the pressure of people not liking you. So might as well start thinking of what other people like to hear. At least. That would make you start thinking. That will keep your business alive to begin with. So it's a big deal. But do you have the right to not like someone when you don't belong in their community? Not really, right? And most of the communities are like solid 90% like ratio. And not much you can do about that. Unless people have more freedoms to move from one community to the other to try and destroy it from inside out. Then we're talking. I would be so excited for that shit to happen. But if you're just an outsider and you're not affected by Alex Jones in any fucking way, in the major way where you consume his content, most of his content, right? Every single day, pretty much, because he produces a lot. Do you have the right to just hate on him? Probably not. So it's a tough problem, isn't it? It's the question how much content you have to consume, how much you hate him. But that will be my take. And if you're not taking my take, Mr. Government, if you're not listening, you don't exist, unfortunately. You haven't proven that you exist. I gain money from God, not the government at this point. Because I'm just confused. Where did that money come from? You probably stole it anyways. You gave it for me as an accident, to be honest. So nothing makes sense anymore. And I'm still lucky to be alive and doing these videos. So, holy crap. The world has to change because I want to stop being lucky just because I exist. It's unbelievable. I want to earn my existence. I still have problems with that. So, you don't have to point a finger at me, and it's like, you also have to make a family, and have a good relationship, and have a lot of friends. Shut the fuck up, I can't even solve my own existence right now. That's too hard for me to solve. I don't feel like I deserve it, but definitely other people don't deserve their existence either. Especially if they're immoral, if they're spending their money on entertainment, dude. Look, I put this child's face. I should be rewarded most of that money. Just because he got fucking attention out of this shit. Alright. Where's my money, dude?
When you got...
Yeah, I mean, why would you attack a person that's just bringing more awareness? Even if it's just a conspiracy level awareness that people want to hate government for. Oh, another shooting, probably government's fault. Well, you got more awareness. Government gets more awareness. They can use that, as a resource. You don't want to use that as a resource? You want to attack people? Well, government's gonna get cancelled, unfortunately. I mean, just try and make a YouTube channel, Mr. Government. Just try. I want to see what happens. I want to see how fast you're gonna get cancelled. I need a timer for that shit. Alex Jones might have needed 10 years to be cancelled, but the government is gonna get cancelled in less than 1 year. I'll tell you that much. Just try and make a YouTube channel. I can't fucking wait.
I clearly believe...
And it's a real question of what's the definition of cancellation, right? I see the definition of cancellation is when there's a 50-50 net, there's a below 70% approval rating within the community of Alex Jones. People have infiltrated, or they have changed their minds about Alex Jones and they don't approve him anymore. In their community. That's pretty bad. People who have consumed the value of Alex Jones and have changed their minds that They think this value's useless and they have wasted their time. That's what's going to destroy and cancel Alex Jones quite a bit if we find out how to do that shit. Alright? Figure out approval rating of someone within their community. And I think Discord is a good place to do exactly that, because these are dedicated people who are willing to talk their opinions or interact with other community members. So that's my definition of cancellation. And I think government would get cancelled immediately and forever. You know, forever and ever. No, they don't have communities. They wouldn't have communities. That maybe they would get trolled a little bit and get approval rating for one day. Just to see how they feel about it, you know? I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see them being approved by the public. So, I really wonder what would happen if they stepped foot on the internet. I don't think they're welcome anymore. See, the reason why I say community is because people who are within, who have consumed a lot of content, they have to realize it has no value to them. They have wasted time. They have to be convinced that way by the outside. The outside people can't just come into the community and pretend they're part of it somehow. They have to somehow convince that they are in fact a part of the community. They have spent time. They know the facts and the way Alex Jones, the information that he has, given to people over the years. You know, they have to have received that information and prove that to the community. There's a lot of proving to do until you get truly inside, truly earn your title. All right, to be able to affect this approval rating. But you can see what is possible on the internet, how much work has to be done for these websites and apps to work in synchronicity and give you the information that is required to do moral decisions. There's still a lot of work to do. We can't just settle down and pretend that it's all over now. We don't need to upgrade anything whatsoever. Fuck this shit. The war is still going on, and probably will continue going on because war also allows progress to happen. So, that's fine. As long as it's not violent war, then we have to stop that while it's going on. Stop all the violent wars. That's also progress, technically. Because only evil people want to start violent wars and destroy themselves, essentially. So, we allow that, and then we shut it down the moment we can. First, obviously, we try to let evil people attack other evil people. Try to redirect them. And it's like, well, you're starting a war. This person said that you're ugly, basically. And let them fucking fight. Fuck it, man. They're immoral enough so they would probably be easily manipulated into doing so. So you have to be aware of that as well. Let evil people deal with violent wars. You have to avoid them by all means.
Out there. Nothing can.
Yeah, I mean, government wants to take your guns away. Government wants to take power away as much as they possibly can, so they could come back and take over the internet by using guns and force and whatever it takes when they realize that that's where the power is right now. Is in free speech, free expression, and interaction with human beings, and not just sitting in a fucking whatever room of shit-minded people spitting out garbage and thinking that laws will take into effect if nobody actually enforces those laws or understands them properly. Fuck that shit, dude. Government is not in control anymore. Convince me otherwise, dude. Authorities are in control. By all means, I believe that. But government? Nah, dude. Old school. So don't give them your guns, please. I don't have guns to give. Lithuania is disarmed, and as well as most European countries, and we tremble in fear. Alright? If something terrible happens to Americans, that, you know, we all gonna suffer. You know, because I don't know. Because if Americans loses guns, we have no place to go anymore. If governments decide to attack, and Americans will possibly be able to create a safe haven in the zombie apocalypse, the enraged government attacking human beings apocalypse. You know, anything can happen, and we have to respect all scenarios right now to be able to survive. Because it's pretty crazy. All right. Alex Jones being banned from YouTube? Not crazy, dude. Governments around the world taking over and trying to dominate by all means necessary. That is what we should be concerned about. Because China somehow looks exactly the same way. Looks like an apocalyptic area where government has taken over and there is no real hope. Except that, you know, the government doesn't want to kill their own people that much because they have to compete against other governments just in case. So the fact that there's a gun to their face, there's still enough pressure for them to perform well and not attack their own people. But when the COVID hit, well, stupidity just poured through, and China still decided to torture their own people, basically. And it didn't really stop there, you know. They got their bank accounts locked. Probably a few companies got bankrupt. I mean, terrible things I've heard from China. And sorry for the people who live there. It's kind of crazy. Even the two-child policy is a pretty scary thing to dwindle China's population. You know, but I guess it's fine if you have so many people living there. Especially if they're completely isolated from the rest of the world. That's scary enough, man. Everything's scary about China. But they have to still be connected. They still have to know what goods to produce and what to export and how to do trades, how to be non-violent nation in general, so they don't get fucking nuked out of existence. We all have to respect each other still, and that's a good thing.
Fake.
So it was 10 years ago. That should happen 10 years ago. You just said 2012. Yeah. Dig up an old corpse government. No big deal. No big deal. We still remember who Alex Jones is, and we still gonna despise government even more for this shit. Anytime authority does a stupid move, there's a black hole piling in more and more intention to spit out another platform, another fucking weapon of mass destruction or manipulation or influence. Mostly influence, mostly again, is the peaceful wars that matter the most. So more moral and more peaceful platforms that can have influence will just blow up out of proportion. Alright? You just have to pick up the right ingredients and learn about the world. Go to very isolated and crazy places around the internet and gather your ingredients, because if you make the right alchemical bonds, you will come up with a better platform that you thought YouTube could ever be. Alright? And it might not even be a video platform anymore. Who knows, man? Who knows what's next? Don't pretend that everything just goes upgrades of whatever exists. You know, we had books. Books obsolete now. Whoever reads books are fucking nerds and losers. And videos can go just as obsolete, just as quickly as books did. You know, you'll never know. Maybe there's different forms of engagement that you can come up with. But right now, it's very solid. Women create pictures of themselves, and men talk opinions for long hours of videos. If you can improve that, go right ahead, dude. I'm not sure what was the equivalent to books, though. What, men? Only men wrote books, and women did what? Clothing or something? I don't know, dude. Don't ask me that one. I don't know.
They endured as a result of Alex Jones' false statements.
People were...
The harassment they endured. Yes, it's quite an immoral thing to happen, but it's not Alex Jones' fault, as I've said. Don't fucking attack the messenger. Alright, it's the people who are doing the harassment that has to be stopped. It's just so fucking obvious. But it's not obvious for most people. Most people are just stupid enough to make these mistakes that we get to learn from. Still. So appreciate that, you know. Appreciate their stupidity. But they don't get an out of this. Alright? You gotta remind them, you're stupid. You don't get power anymore. Alright? Don't let these fucking people go rampant. Most people are stupid. But, you know, if you can transcend over that, you're the greatest person, you deserve all the value. Alright? So, people who can't take this emotional, bullshit. I mean, Alex Jones has to take in all the emotional bullshit from all the haters himself. So, why can't these fucking families take it? You know? Haven't you grew up in a environment with a bunch of bullies around you? No? You don't know how to survive that shit? I mean, the victims have, as always, a perfect opportunity to make their own YouTube channel, get their own following, continue this war, peaceful war, and grow in a different direction now. It's your opportunity to take your powers. I'm sure you will gladly do that if you knew how to do it. But whoopsie noodles, that opportunity's over. Very likely now. Because you got the fucking bag. Now you better fucking run before I take it. Alright. There's a statement from a spokesperson. If only that was a YouTube video of 1 hour long trying to explain their fucking actions, but an interesting tweet, right? You know, they need evidence, they need to react to things, they need to put things together and convince a lot of people and then ban it once a lot of people are convinced, once the debate is over. They can't just press a button and pretend that they're doing a moral behavior themselves and not dehumanizing people themselves. Muslims and immigrants who are transgender. Here we go, boys. They are dehumanizing themselves, dude. Identifying yourself as different as you normally are in a society, that's dehumanization by itself. You shouldn't glorify that. You know, so it's debatable. At the very least, it's debatable, dude. I'm not convinced that this is correct. I don't think glorifying violence, dude. I mean, removing someone from a platform is a very violent thing to do. They have content there. They have to, you know, might want to save that content, might want to inform their fans to move somewhere else if they're being kicked out. Nah, dude. Ban. Bam, dude. And slap this fucking message on top. I'm a fucking moral person. I don't have a face. You're so fucking lucky, dude. Muslims and immigrants, which... What? Oh, it's not a dot. all these people have to prove their worth. Alright? But I guess to Facebook, every single person is equal. Every murderer and dehumanized, self-dehumanized, or self-mutilated person, or with invalid opinions in general. Completely equal people, no problem there. And you have equal rights to be on the platform, but this person who says that you don't have equal rights, we remove that one because we also don't believe in equal rights in actuality for some reason. Come on, man. Don't dehumanize Alex Jones, please. That is quite hate speech to me, you know? But you can define hate speech as well as you want, am I right? As long as you hold the fucking power in your hands. You can define anything the way you fucking want. Please take away my powers as quickly as you can, because I'm starting to define things a little bit differently. I probably shouldn't be allowed to do that. I'm very scared right now of the power that I hold that has not been taken away from me just yet. The fact that I still can use internet, fucking miracle. I can breathe and live and eat and enjoy life. It's a fucking miracle, boys.
Did these things, and I'm going with the flow of where I'm at. I did it from a good heart, and I think it'll be turned towards good at the end of the day. So I'm not worried about it. And I believe humanity's going to wake up. I believe we're going to win.
Yeah, sure. I don't know if Alex Jones putting enough effort to do just that. Maybe he's not smart enough to do that, but fine, as long as you're in trouble and you're being talked about and you're getting the points required to earn my respect. Where is he at? 133rd place. Not bad. Everyone would want Sandy Hook to happen all over again. If they get fucking 10 million out of shitting out a child, letting them live for 6 years, and massacre. Oh, give me 10 million. I'm very emotionally scarred by this. Everyone would fucking do it, man. Everyone would stage these things over and over again if they could get away with that shit. Alright? So I'm just telling another way that government is just immoral and actually perpetuating violence just like that. Just by taking the money and distributing that to victims. Now Alex Jones is a victim. Give him his money back. Now he's a victim, dude. What you gonna do, bro? Now he's emotionally damaged by tons and tons of people attacking him. Not a victim? Because hate speech, the greatest weapon of all time, distributes wealth magically all of a sudden. Crazy stuff, am I right? Yeah, never thought. Use hates. Apparently, in order to equalize the world and distribute wealth properly, and socialism to flourish, all you need to do is hate speech. So it's actually, promoted right now. That's what you gotta do. Encourage hate speech, especially for the rich people, I think Elon Musk is deep down in some hate speech right now. Because he's hating on that Twitter thingy that's melting in his hands after he exchanged it for actual money, and that was the greatest distribution of wealth I've ever seen. And I love hate speech, actually, so keep going, guys.
So right now we're on
Theorist Alex Jones taking the stand, forced to face his own lies.
How is it a lie? He doesn't have evidence of any kind. He can only theorize. Nothing is a lie or a truth, especially for a scientist to say, actually, sun is a million times larger than the moon. Even though, from my perspective, it isn't. It's exactly the same size. But I guess science has some kind of experience, and it's not lying at all either, isn't it? Yes, you can call them theories. So fucking call Alex Jones lies theories properly, dude. Oh, I guess it's a woman talking, so I can't actually insult a woman. Go to the kitchen instead. Please stop talking. Okay, I don't want to insult you. And replace yourself with a man. Please. Do me a favor, you know.
As more and more people got
Alright, these people are getting seriously harassed. What should have happened for government to look moral, government should have hired security for these people. Security because they're always in trouble. A lot of people want to harass them. The security people have to catch these fucking idiots and put them to rest, man. Of course, but it's still not Alex Jones' fault. Alex Jones did the greatest thing of all time, is triggering people to do moral things. Fucking fantastic. I applaud that shit, but the most immoral things is the government did for not solving the problem properly. Fuck this shit, man. You don't have the right to take money away from Alex Jones. I'm sorry, dude. Too bad Alex Jones doesn't have anything to give either. So congratulations. You failed miserably. You just showed how stupid you are, basically. If only I could fucking see your face and your opinions. Fucking spit on your face. But, good luck with that. You're not gonna step foot in this fucking internet society that we have. Don't even fucking dare, dude.
We are so broke. If you don't fund us, if you don't buy products at InfoWarsStore.com, we will shut down. So get a t-shirt, get a book.
I don't support that whatsoever. Alex Jones has to admit defeat and let someone else run the operation that is not under government's watch list now. Drain list. Pocket drain list, man. Just, give up your legacy, man. You can't just dance around like a monkey with the barrel of a gun next to you anymore. So if you have freedoms left, you gotta be respectful of powers in control as well. Like, come on, man. It's fucking weird. And asking people for money at this point is just a miserable thing to do, but, you know. We'll see. Also, you cannot just close your community. You have to have an open community. The moment you close your community and only select people can come in, then you'll be able to, you know, hijack the approval rating and manipulate it. You must not be able to manipulate this number in any way. It has to be public, democratic. You can say, even though I don't appreciate the word anymore, but yeah, that's kind of how leaders remain elected, basically, by maintaining approval rating. And I think now you can think about, like, the Chinese leader. Maybe his approval rating isn't that bad, but right now, just now, when China is kind of taking a huge hiccup in the very end, probably his approval rating went quite a bit lower than expected, right? So we'll never know. I wonder how negative. You can't really reach a negative approval rating, but probably Putin's approval rating is negative now. Satan himself doesn't like Putin or something. Something that could actually make it negative. Everything's possible after all. It's crazy. We need more technology. It's the only solution. We shouldn't fucking focus on demonizing people in general. We should just say, this is right, this is wrong. Learn from this shit. Easy. I can do this shit. All day.
Tom, not happening now.
You were going to shut down InfoWars?
I was going to hand it off to the people.
Simple. He's actually aware of this. Except he kind of tricked me with that video. I mean, desperate moves are usually stupid as well. Next up, let's watch this video. 3 weeks ago. So, way more relevant. As I've said, the $1 billion thing, not just a few million. But it's like, you can't do that. You can't just be ridiculous. Alright? Taxation, the percentage, makes more sense than putting someone in the negative. Alright? For me, in my system, you have earned your reputation. Some of it can be taken away from you. You can be burned for doing stupid moves. Alright? For blundering your pieces in the chess game. You will be punished for that a little bit. But the main punishment is that your career simply stops. And other people have the time to outcompete you and basically use your resources and use your ideas. You can't copyright them anymore. Everything is wide open. You can be misused, mishandled. You're frozen. You can't do anything. You can't defend yourself. It's a pretty terrifying position to be at. But that's the way I would handle it. That's the thing that makes sense because I actually simulated that and I have the experience of how to handle people's value and the amount of respect they deserve, basically. Yes, economy simulates even greater things, but if you never have played a game, do you really have to grasp over the economy and all that shit? If you never invested into anything? Because I don't, and I don't want to. It's the best fucking way to do this right now. Again, it's at least above average experience, and mixed in with the ability to understand the internet and its culture, I think I got the lead against the government for now.
All I can really say is that I'm just proud that what we were able to accomplish was just to simply tell the truth.
You didn't accomplish anything because I see you for the first time. You didn't accomplish shit. There's shit in your mouth. You're just spitting shit in your mouth. Is that truth? Do I hear truth? Did you say the word truth? I don't hear it. Nuh-uh. First time I see you, dude. I don't know what your truth is, unfortunately, and what you're so proud of. Whoops. Oh, you're proud of because you went over to the government and allowed them to attack Alex Jones. What a noble thing to do, am I right? Revenge. Is that your truth? Fuck you, dude. Obviously, it's taken out of context, but I don't need context because I don't have it. You know? Where is it? It's the only context I have. Whoops. Better luck next time. Make a YouTube channel about it. Oh wait, it's too late now. You got millions, as I've said. You already successfully taken your revenge against a bankrupt man. Congratulations. I think that deserves some applause. Nope. Doesn't deserve applause because I don't know who this guy is, actually.
Dollars to the parents of...
Normally, karma doesn't use a different type of weapon. Whatever you do to a person, karma just does the same thing to you, and it's like, I guess you like it that way. You give money to other people, you get money back. That would be karma. If you give money to people and you get shit back that you don't need, not karma, really. It's fucking nonsense. Alright? So, understanding karma is very important. You get exactly what you give. You put in effort, you get exactly effort from other people for the effort that you did. Alright? And people come from different backgrounds and perspectives, so the fact that they even exist around you is a crazy amount of effort you have to appreciate. Okay, anyone who jumped on my Discord already are very much appreciated. Anyone who are online and keeps Discord on check, very much appreciated the fact that they even exist. I want to appreciate them even more. Alright? So I'll put even more effort. Do whatever it takes, man. That's karma. But, trying to say that Alex Jones said something that potentially is a lie and potentially grew into this harmful nonsense. It has been said one time before, right? That every single leftist is just pointing a finger at all the time, as if they haven't fucking done crazy violent things themselves. With their stupid free speech bullshit that they want to spit out, because they don't know how to express their feelings properly. So they spit out bullshit instead. Make a YouTube channel. Let me fucking debate you, Mr. Leftist. But, or make a Discord channel. That would be even more preferred, actually. And, way easier to do. Not really. 10 times more difficult, I would say, to have a Discord channel. Oh, okay, so, Alex Jones spit some, considerable theories. We can't call them lies anymore. So, you can consider that. Bring more awareness to it. You don't have to believe what Alex Jones says. Unless you believe everyone is fucking stupid and gullible and will do whatever it takes. Well, these people have to be in prisons. You know. Catch those people. Don't worry about it. Just catch them. Alright? Oh, ask, are you an Alex Jones fan? What do you think? And catch them. Off guard. It's not that difficult. So, it's not karma. It's not really karma to penalize someone for talking. You know? The karma would be someone sets some lies, well, we're gonna say lies about Alex Jones and see what happens. Alright? That's what should happen. I hope this is all a lie and all a joke. Technically, this is the greatest joke of all time that the government pulled off. Except government set up a trap for themselves and fell into it. Because this one I don't resonate with. The minute minus $1 billion that someone doesn't have doesn't make sense whatsoever. How are you gonna dig out that fucking money? Put up some kind of restriction, some kind of ways to actually damage Alex Jones, because this is not gonna touch him one bit. Alright? Not gonna do any sort of damage to Alex Jones, and even his reputation doesn't work that way. You gotta make a YouTube channel and now trash Alex Jones and spit out lies about him and somehow reach a white audience while doing so. Very difficult thing to do. And, that would be karma, unfortunately. So, whoops. I guess you just spread a lie, and you will be deplatformed. Oh, wait, I don't know who you are. Whoops.
Other children killed.
Also, you're not gonna get any dollars. Why are you so fucking happy about it? You're gonna get nothing! I don't know how you can even afford making this fucking, billboard thingy that you hold. You're not gonna get anything out of this shit. She doesn't look happy, though. But, you know, every single protester is brainwashed idiot who thinks they're a part of something. Even though, all I can do is just laugh at them being there and doing something that's completely irrelevant. Me talking to a wall is more relevant than coming up with a stupid thing to show to people. This 1 minute in right now, and I'm triggered 20 times already.
Who was one of the first responders.
First time I hear it, 3 educators also got killed in the shooting. First time I fucking hear it. The best thing you can at least do is tell the truth, as you've said. Tell the truth. This fucking legal eagle dude told the truth instead. I've seen this guy before. I still don't know if I want to subscribe. But I'll click it for clout reasons, okay? I click it so I could look nice to the camera. And I kind of want to be educated. I mean, if you can trigger me 20 times in the first minute, and continue triggering me past that first minute, what the fuck is happening, dude? Okay, 3 educators died. Those are the people that should be cried on, because they have accumulated experience and they have decided to do public service, technically, to educate other children. How well they do it, I don't know, but we usually respect people like that, right? So, that is a pretty important thing that for some reason people don't talk about enough. What about their family? Did they had children? What was going on, dude? What's going on, boy? Why is it the first time I hear about it? Well, you couldn't handle it properly, did you? You don't know how internet works. And it's just funny to me, right? At least this guy knows how the internet works, so that's why I subscribed. Congratulations. I also have to like this video because it's amazing. It's better than Alex Jones screaming, "I killed the children." So much better, dude.
Caught by a lone youth.
It's December, but it's still 10 years, because right now it's November. It's still pretty crazy that it takes so long for justice to come and fix things in a wrong way still. At least think about it for a week, Just for a week. You have a week. Just think about it. What you're gonna do and what's the best thing to do. Instead of, actually for a week I need to type in all the documents, all the legal documents, and... No, government does not exist. As long as you don't have time to think, you have time to fucking write documents instead. Oh boy. I still have to be convinced that this shit actually works. Because I got myself into some legal troubles. And reading documents is also quite a hilarious thing to do. Most of the time. Because you don't understand what it is. You're not interacting with the real person who's responsible for the shit. You can't defend yourself properly. I wasn't invited to most court hearings before I became guilty all of a sudden. I couldn't defend myself because apparently, mentally ill people can't do that. But it's rightfully so because they get compensated for that. So I'll take that. I'll take what I can get. Invasion of privacy? Infliction of emotional distress. Everything inflicts emotional distress. Fucking typing a document inflicts emotional distress. Everyone, all the time, inflicts emotional distress. Alright? I feel it from all forces, all the time. No questions asked. Stress 24/7. Dude, you can't stop that. You can only pretend that nothing is happening. But you gotta be stressed. It's the most exciting thing to do. Distress, dude. Violation of the Connecticut Unfair Trade Practices Act. Alright. Unfair trade. And defamation. Of people who don't even exist on social media, dude. Even though Alex Jones didn't even said anything defaming. You have to have fame to be defamed. I'm just saying. Oops. Oops. And you have to be defamed for wrong reasons, and the person has to apologize and pay the price. And if he doesn't pay the price, then the government can swoop in and force them to pay the price. Alright? Then. Alright? We can still solve our problems ourselves without the government's intervention. No problems there. The government has to fund technologies first. And if they're not doing that, because it doesn't seem like my bank is full of money right now, whoopsie noodles, I'm gonna be fucking angry about it, okay? Where's my $1 million to establish fucking new technologies? Oh wait, I want to take a piss on the government at the same time. Oops. And government doesn't fucking hear me to begin with, because government just simply doesn't care for most people. And most people would be scared if government did care, because that's the government's, reputation right now. We don't want them spying on us by all means necessary. It's a very simple fact. Alright, we just don't like them that much in our lives. So whoops, I guess that's too late as well. So I don't know what government can do. I guess they just have to admit, We are outcast. We're gonna live our lives now. Bye-bye. Just say that as fast as possible, because right now, government is still ruining the rest of the world with their fucking violent bullshit like this.
Process. What is required, however, and
No, I
what all
can't
parties are
subscribe
entitled
to
to,
that.
is
I'm
fundamental
sorry, dude.
fairness that the other side produces.
Slow down. Define every single word that you just used, because I don't even know the word power. What does that mean? It's pretty strong language right there. You can keep spitting out words, but I guess your community is gonna understand. I can't imagine the suffering of the families after they get tons of money. It's what? See, people are not actually diving deep into this. They just took the surface candy and run away with it. And because you can't actually promote your content in the comments below, so that's what you would normally do, but YouTube sucks ass, so I get to only see nothing pretty much. I want to see like hours confirmed that you sat and actually expressed your opinion. Hours confirmed by other people, you know. Then I will like your comment and your conclusion, basically. Otherwise, all I see down in the comments is just like what people resonated with, especially when it comes from Mia Khalifa. What the fuck? Shut the fuck up! Holy crap, you're gonna be reported, deported, and back in porn industry. Fuck that shit. Unless, I mean, I do recognize her, right? She's a YouTuber now? What is she doing anyways? You shouldn't have said anything, Mia. You shouldn't have done that. You blink, you lose. I know your birth. Holy crap. Oh my god. This is weird, man. Would you really like someone who makes videos like these? What happens if I click? The problem is, it has nothing to do with her, and which is like so fucking terrifying. Like, people will like to see her face, maybe? No? But obviously it was just a little adventure thing that she came back for 5 months later. What is happening, dude? I have to subscribe. This one I have to subscribe. Subscribe or I will be sad. Indeed. You will be sad if I subscribe as well, unfortunately. Or she will actually upgrade her content and it's gonna be YouTube porn for everyone to see. You know. My definition of YouTube porn, I don't just spit out words and don't define them, is people who dibble-dabble into OnlyFans and whatnot. The XXX industry, dude. But also make YouTube videos. Sort of promoting that they do that shit. Alright? Hey guys, I actually do that nasty thing that you would like to see me do. You know? Then I would be actually interested in, that's what I want to subscribe to. Where's Belle Delphine? Where is she right now? She needs to promote herself more. Well, she's gonna be on YouTube Rewind, so no problems there.
Shooting because of harassment.
But now it kind of makes sense if there's a lot of harassment and you cannot actually catch all the idiots. You gotta shut down the entire community and just take money away from Alex Jones. You still cannot jail Alex Jones, so all of this still kind of makes sense. And now I feel bad for people who unclicked or clicked dislike button just because they watched first 20 minutes, because I'm still, you know, open-minded and I'm not convinced of anything, and I'm not creating conspiracy theories myself. I'm just reacting and learning along the way, as everyone should do, you know. Again, he's listing out how many millions victims supposed to get. It still would be a lot more accurate to just be concerned about percentage amount and how often Alex Jones is going to be investigated for how much money he has. That would be a simple fucking case. Oh no, we know exactly how many millions. Yeah, sure. As if that fucking matters. Don't give victims anything, man. Let them fucking live like this. They already have pity points from people. They can collect money from people. Either way, they don't need fucking government's help in this case. Maybe they kind of do, because they don't know what else to do. But millions of dollars? That's the reward after you wait for government's help after 10 years of whatever bullshit that is? That happened? Everyone should have forgotten about it, but I guess it has escalated somehow. There's some underlying problems with everything here that even I cannot grasp how disgusting this is. Oh my god. I can give you only ideas, but I cannot break it down into pieces. Oh boy. And this guy certainly doesn't even give a fuck about breaking down, just giving you the news, which I appreciate, but you know, who else is gonna try and put opinion on it and attempt to understand this shit? Oh, will you send money to that person who's gonna break down the story? Whoever is you should get money, dude. You should demand money from the government. Because you bring in awareness to this case in the first place. That's how it should work now. Like you can spin this fiesta into insanity, basically. And try and figure out how law even fucking works and how does it make sense. Because if it doesn't make sense, it cannot be enforced. It will never work properly. Whoopsies. But do this. Well, until you get outcompeted for your stupidity. Oh, the teacher got a lot of millions, dude. Congratulations, the government actually did the right thing. Wow. Actually valued a teacher a lot more. Thank God. Thank God for that. If only this guy would have said that and spotted the difference, you know? If only.
Say, businesses often lobby.
Yeah, it does make sense. It just, how do you calculate so much damage for someone saying words? It's ridiculous. Obviously, the damages come from the community itself, and the community has to be punished. And again, you can't figure out a better solution but to punish the leader of the community instead. It's very simple. And the community gets punished if Alex Jones keeps asking for money, which is fucking ridiculous, but it is what it is. All of it actually in the end makes sense, which is even scarier. Because I will leave happy after the story and I will not look back, but whatever I said is still true. Because, you know, I just try to express my feelings, and expression of feelings is very likely to be true, or not coherent enough to be true. But, you know, every attempt is truth, is effort. That's what truth is. Effort is truth, unfortunately. And if people didn't try to outcompete Alex Jones when they had the opportunity, I don't see any effort. Alright, with my magnifying glass, I don't see you, little insect. Just to be more precise, one person can only generate, on average, average, okay. One person, 100 years. $4 million a child of 6 years old, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Yes, but he has a future, and the future has been killed off. No, he still has to be taken care of and not get in trouble, as they actually did. Going into school sometimes ends up in trouble. Nothing you can do about it, but you know, you gotta do something, anything, to not get into that trouble. Still, again, there's probably no good solution. But 4 million in US, I'm sure GDP is very high in US, as I have seen numbers before. So this is a skewed number. Again, anyone would be happy to live 100 years for the in general. I should have multiplied this by 80 years, and most of the time you don't generate. I'm not sure if children are a part of this equation and lower the GDP. I'm not sure how it's calculated, but it's 4 million for the entire life of a human being. So, excuse me? Alex Jones killed how many people? How many people did Alex Jones killed? By the government, how much damage did he do? 250 people? Holy shit, Alex Jones is truly a moral person. And the government is definitely not making a mistake here. That everything makes sense, and I'm not burning government for 1 point for blundering their peace. Whoops. Keep playing chess, government. I want to see how bad you do. Keep going, boys. And I was like generous. I give them 4 million per person.
Top is very questionable. And of course, whatever the new evidence may be, it's unlikely to move the needle on the right. They won't even look at the evidence. They could have Trump on video saying, I hereby order my mob to invade the Capitol, kill Mike Pence, overthrow democracy, and make me president for life. And they'd be like, oh.
And that's a normal thing to do. And it's very easy to defame someone like that as well. If they say something like that. You know, because, yeah, you have to appreciate that it's very difficult to control and monitor every single person who is going to receive this message. So sending insensitive messages is probably a bad idea. You know, because you're going to get in trouble because there's no better solution than that at the moment. That also has to be taken in consideration. I don't live in a perfect world, after all. Oh well. But, the narrative is slowly changing, and there's better solutions every single day, dude. So whatever you just said will be out of date anytime soon.
Whole Sandy Hook thing. But he's right more than he's wrong. And
yeah, I mean, you can't just take something out and judge that one thing, but you can definitely judge his appearance in court or whatever, even though it's not actually entertaining or fun or interesting or with his consent, technically. Basically, is the government picking up Alex Jones and treating him as a fucking baby and kicking him. Because that's what happens. You are a baby if you are in an environment that you don't know the rules of, you don't know how to fucking behave. You have to stand up for yourself, and it's a tough environment, dude. I don't want to do this. You roll down the hill, basically. I was in court myself. Everything I would say would just incriminate me further and deeper, you know? It's not gonna help me in any way, because I don't understand nothing, dude. Nothing in the way they fucking operate. And if I cannot understand it, it's immoral in general. Alright, it's not in my level where I can operate and be honest about everything and truly show my skills and how moral I truly am. Alright? just putting Alex Jones in an uncomfortable position and pointing a finger and pretending that, oh, look how terrible he is. Come on, man. Everyone's terrible. Everyone's messed up in that position, except for the experts who are just stomping noobs. And this has to fucking stop. Alright? Or we could just win them at their own games somehow if we figure out their rules. Except it's too late for that because I'm not interested in that whatsoever. So Alex Jones takes another W and another W from Joe Rogan as well. I might just rewatch I watched the Joe Rogan and Alex Jones episode. It was like an hour long at least. So that was an adventure. So they're definitely linked. An endorsement from Joe Rogan, that's a pretty good thing to have. But it's still not good enough because Joe Rogan himself doesn't actually exist. I could look into YouTube Shorts and which ones I liked. Maybe Joe Rogan shows up in one of them, but I don't care, dude. I just don't care right now. So that's kind of the end of the story. I do want to finish my own video, see what I was talking about. Because that is very curious. The fact that I was, coherent back in the day as well. I'm proud of myself, okay? Coherence is the only thing I care about right now. And, congratulations, Gurnext 4 years ago. You did a good job. Not as good as today's Gurnext, but we're gonna keep going.
And with no violence.
I don't know. Now I'm getting into territory that I don't agree with, actually, anymore. Also, the R word is being used quite, substantially, I would say. As an example of like, oh, I'm gonna be... If you have a girlfriend, I am jealous, so I will allow myself to actually assault your girlfriend or whatever. It's the rule that we have, but we should follow something similar, to be honest. To not allow rich people to become ultra rich and become detached from society. We should not allow that to happen. They should find most comfort by being a part of society and contributing to society. Technically, you can't become rich without doing so, but at the same time, we have to double think every single time if the system can be abused or not, or is it being abused or not. If we can fix it, improve it, we have to think about it all the time to remain moral and in control. Alright? We have to be stressed about it all the time. And if we are jealous, we have to question our feelings of what should have happened to make the situation more fair and more reasonable to my feelings. How do you fix this shit? So I totally understand my point of view. It's just, wow, I did improve in 4 years. I'm not gonna lie.
Of the details.
Yeah, I totally agree that we need to know as people what we want and how to get our good vibes met, okay? What are our needs? And we have to be respected for having certain needs as well, as everyone has to be respected. And just being nice is not good enough. But yeah, you can't just be like, you can't just trust every single company out there. And people know not to do that. But normally you don't want to lose something, so you just kind of give up on fighting against it. Like, I wouldn't want Hearthstone to be deleted from the internet, just because I'm kind of confused whether I like it or not. Or even if a lot of people hate it, maybe it would still be a bad idea, but maybe it wouldn't. If I would hate it, and a lot of people hate it, maybe it would be nice to get it deleted. So people just go to other places and explore a little bit of other card games. And maybe those card games would come back to life. And be developed again. Because of the influx of people coming in. You never know. People can do wonderful things without even realizing. But it's better to realize, all right, what your true powers are, what you truly want. You have to actually really respect that and not let anyone else try and define it for you. Yeah, you get someone releases a new product, you try it out, you see if you like it or not. But you can't really trust YouTube to make good decisions. You have to start a revolution like I always do. That's the only way you can become a true YouTube CEO, if you're not too comfortable in this place, especially not getting enough views for the amount of effort you're putting in. So, not really happy about that. Let's see it. I got that new subscribers, some watch time, nothing too crazy. Over 12 days I got 10 hours of watch time. We're gonna probably go down to 25 hours watch time this month. It does make sense, but I put, again, at least 2 hours of effort, at least, every single day. I mean, I'm working full time, so it's probably 4 hours of effort, and people are not giving me back my effort. And that is fucking disgusting, I would say.
YouTube thinks.
And once you do define things that you don't like, then you can start generating solutions and figuring out. You can't just be outraged and start expressing yourself as if that's going to be your solution. Because nobody knows. Nobody knows what you want, no matter how hard you try to express it. You have to work towards that, generate resources, give other people what you want, and deliver yourself what you want. What they want. Give people what they want in exchange for what you want. And you have to hone that skill of trading. It's the only way out. I'm not very skilled in that. I actually am a very toxic person, and I don't give what people want from me. But I genuinely think I do have a lot of what people want to have. They just don't understand it properly. And I'm just like curious, how could you fucking miss this? Such a huge opportunity to take things that I'm getting for free in exchange for friendship. I'm not even asking for much. The exchange rate right now of what I'm asking is crazy cheap. Crazy cheap. Just interact with me. You're gonna get influence over me. If I become rich, I give you a portion of that, of what you deserve, what you have accumulated. It's very simple. But nobody wants to invest into me or even acknowledge that I fucking exist. And that's a problem that YouTube has that has to be solved. Because I know a lot of people are struggling the same fucking way that I am. It's not a fucking mystery to me. Yes, putting in enough effort and impressing other people is a pretty noble thing to do. Which is happening right now and is filling up TikTok quite well. And potentially can fill up YouTube as well, and there's no space for me left, right? Well, fuck that. That's still not fair. Okay? Yeah, people put in a lot of effort into their videos, but they shouldn't get millions and millions of views and basically have control over the narrative of society. You know? It's kind of fucked up. Like, aren't they getting rich out of that shit? I mean, what kind of value do they provide to society just by being impressive and mesmerizing? Is the value of, this is exactly what I want? Well, nobody actually tested me out and figured out if people want this type of content or not. Because I keep finding people who actually do like this content. And it's not ridiculously hard to find these people. But it kind of is. These people are rare, obviously. Because my content is not impressive in any way, besides the amount of effort that I put in. Once you actually understand how I do things, and that I work full time to begin with, that I'm putting effort, and it keeps accumulating, keeps stacking. And again, 4 years ago, I wasn't as good as I am right now. Alright? But it's so fucking juicy to look back and appreciate the progress and everything. And it will keep going. I won't fucking stop there. You know? Yeah. But I don't know, man. Again, someone has to watch my videos, break them down, use them as some kind of material that would extend my reach a little bit. Not that much. I'm not asking for much, you know? I'm just asking for a vibrant community that I could interact with. But technically, even people with 100,000 subscribers can have a community that constantly interacts with each other. So, you know, but that's their problem. I could fucking squeeze every single person to the max and achieve that. It's just like, you really, really have to appreciate the potential that people are claiming to have and invest in those potentials, because you never fucking know, you know. But technically, if someone has a potential, well, work for it as hard as you can. And I will, thank you very much. My potential is much higher than Mr. Beast, apparently, because I worked a long time now, on and off, but now I'm just working full time. And you can't stop me, man. You can't stop this one. So, hopefully my YouTube Rewind adventure is gonna work out and people are gonna be impressed, at least by that one video. Because you can't just keep pumping out impressive videos. That's so exhausting and so unreasonably difficult that there's no way I can do it, okay? I don't know how big YouTubers do it all the time. But at the same time, they're not, you know, diving into opinions. They're simply looking for that clickbait material. And it's still difficult. It's just, even if I do get impressed, I might not be that much interested. You know, if it doesn't contain some kind of drama material. Which this video certainly did, and thank you guys for watching. I don't know. Well, I do have to finish this 10-minute clip. Alright, let's go. It doesn't stop there, because my effort doesn't stop at uploading a video hour long. My effort is also watching other people's videos. If I watched your video, you watch mine. Please, sub for sub. Unfortunately, that should fucking work exactly the same way I fucking described it. That's real karma. And right now, people are getting away without the truly karmic consequence of inspiring other people to create content for them. So the only thing they have to do is sit down and type in some stupid comments under my videos. Now that they have made it, you know, to a million subscriber range or whatever. Just sit back and fucking comment under my videos. You don't have to fucking worry about it. Other people gonna do your work for you and gonna give you credit for it. Just claim it. Just do the right fucking thing. I'm not just asking YouTube to do the right thing. I'm asking for every single fucking creator out there that I watched for hours to do the right fucking thing and give me credibility right away, dude. But I guess you have to get that wake-up call and do that YouTube Rewind to hijack it so people do understand what the fuck is going on. So thank you if you know, clipped it to these people so they know what to do. Because this has to be alarmed over and over again. If you inspired some people, keep connecting to them. Have the connection. Don't break it, because you're going to get a lot of benefits from that connection. Whatever you would like, alright? Because these people genuinely respect you, you know? I still respect tons and tons of people. So, if I become successful, I will give back to them, you know? They don't have to build security system on themselves, basically, and work tirelessly just to retire or get whatever they want out of life. They could just rely on other people who they have inspired. But if they're gonna ignore it, well, fuck yeah, dude. And especially if you're gonna ban me on Discord, you get nothing, bro. Nothing, bro. You got piss on your face.
Would consent to.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, you don't want to destroy someone's YouTube channel. You want to destroy their career, shadow ban them, whatever. But destroying their YouTube channel and their existence on YouTube is a little bit of a fucking red flag to me, knowing that they just don't know the right solution yet, the authorities. Kicking off them into the new platform, kind of... No, you just kind of disable the account. You don't allow them to post or interact or whatever. Maybe if they want to apply their apology video or something like that, you allow them to do that. You also allow... You also maybe establish some kind of resistance, monitoring, like employ some fucking losers to check up on the channel if they want to upload. They have to pass through a wall of people rejecting the video and telling criticism about the video or whatever, disliking it. You can come up with all kinds of solutions to this shit. Banning is like the worst one. Banning is just damage control at this point. You're very scared of something, so you ban someone. It's pure damage control, because now you're just like determined so fucking much to achieve something that you feel like everyone else around who's not supporting you 100% has to be deleted. But the funny thing is, my personality is to agree with everyone 100%. So even you don't agree with yourself. So it's just so fucking weird. Yeah, because they're scared that I will hijack, and I will definitely hijack their operations and their intentions or whatever. I want your dreams. I will creep up and suck it in. I'm already looking at every single channel and their dreams, so I can collect them. Sounds pretty bad, right? I got nothing better to do. You got good dreams in there. And I don't have creativity, apparently. So I'll take it from other people. Not their ideas. I don't need ideas. Ideas are stupid anyways. I just need whatever you want in life, man. More views, more subscribers. I'll take that. Again, as a conclusion, I kind of finished the video, but I still stand by the idea that there are better solutions than to just try to attack the leader for encouraging violence within some people. Just catch the fucking violent people. You have the greatest opportunity of all time. Attacking the leader is a sign of absolute weakness, alright? Technically, like, everyone would want the head of Putin to just fall off, and technically, he's probably holding his entire country hostage, but at the same time, it's like, I guess he deserves it because nobody in his country was lucky enough to kill him and stop this fucking war from happening. So, boo-hoo, man. People have to rise and take back their powers and be able to fucking stop leaders like that from ever manifesting in the first place. So, I don't know. You tell me, man. You tell me. That's my position so far. Subject is to change, and convincing has to take place. Otherwise, nothing will change. Only my voice will amplify by itself. Anyway, see you guys next time. Most influential video part 5 is over. Who would have thought that this was good? Anything that triggers me to create more principles is most influential thing ever. By all means. Alright, see... although you could debate that whether these principles are good or not. But then I started, like, realizing... I mean, the non-violent principle is pretty important. I mean, you must not destroy anything if you don't have to. obviously avoid destruction is like, because it's hard enough to survive. You know, it's hard enough to follow rules that life gives you. So why would you allow destruction and reset consciousness back even a few steps? It's quite an uncomfortable position. It's like, how are we gonna get back if we just destroy the concept of internet, go back to dark ages, can't afford to fucking pay for electricity anymore? That shit we have to fucking fight so we don't go back in history, you know? We don't reset the clocks. But, you know, these are my concerns. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.